Hello everybody, welcome back to Spruverse, my scale model universe, people of Earth. Welcome to my update from Telford. This is something I've been wanting to do. I should have got it out a little sooner, but I haven't had the opportunity. I've been traveling and there's been a lot of Telford updates and videos out there. But I wanted to make this my own, a sort of part journal of the incredible trip that Lou and I had to hang out with Wayne and go to Telford and do all the things that we did in the week we were in the UK. It went so fast, but I'm so thrilled that we had the opportunity to do it, and it was great fun. So I wanted to just sort of give you my perspective of the trip and then share with you my stash. Now my stash is it sort of turns into I guess it turns into a commercial for COZMIC Scale Models, but I'll explain a little bit of that as we go along. But I wanted to start with saying that it was so wonderful to be able to hang out with Lou, and Wayne was such a gracious host, and of course the great Mrs. Weld of Wayne, who can thank her for her generosity and her kindness, and we just had the best time. So I just wanted to just sort of memorialize the week. As I said, it started with us jumping on a plane. We went from Lou's home in North Carolina. I flew across the country to hook up with Lou, and then we jumped on a plane from North Carolina to Boston, and then we went Boston to London. And I've got one shot of the great Lou Dalmaso on the plane. There he is in his seat, and we are sort of settling in for our trip across the pond. And that was really cool. So I was happy to finally be on that plane, because believe me, it's stressful when you have to make all those connections. But we made it, and when we arrived, we were picked up by of course Wayne. And the first thing we did, this plane landed at 9:30 in the morning. The first thing we did was we went out to Stonehenge. So here we are. Or here they are in Stonehenge. I'm the photographer, and it was an awesome day. Boy, was it cold. It was freezing cold. The wind was blowing across the Salisbury Plain, but we finally got to Stonehenge, and I know that was on Wayne's Lou's bucket list, I should say. Wayne can see it every week if he wanted to. But there we are, and then of course, here's me. I managed to get myself in the picture, which is great. I'm so glad I had something to cover my ears, because Wayne is putting on a brave face, but I'm telling you, it is cold. It is cold. So here's a couple of wonderful photos of the stones. I was, they never cease to amaze you. It is hard to believe that this incredible monument that is obviously not just of national importance, but it's on the UNESCO list of treasured sites around the world. That's how important it is. The sun finally broke through, and we got some beautiful photos. There is, of course, Wayne in the bottom right-hand corner of the frame, taking a picture of Lou looking at the stones, who was also taking a picture, or contemplating taking a picture. And there's a couple more angles, and here we are. We have arrived at Telford, and this is the back of the great Keith Tomlinson's COZMIC Scale Model room. And wow, did he have a display. It was absolutely extraordinary. He brought his entire store, I think, and it was well worth it. I mean, if I could have, I would have just taken one of everything. But at a certain point, you have to learn when to stop. I'm still learning. But anyway, let's go back to this shot. Then I wanted to say we hooked up with some wonderful people, of course. So many people and their names that I have a difficult time sort of remembering everybody. So if I forget you, please forgive me. But it was wonderful. but we got a chance to say hello to Liam, and of course Liam's group. There was Viz and Randall and Jay and of course the other Phil and Neil and Steve, Andrew, Craig. There was the great Jay, who I met, and so many others. And I promise you, I'm going to try and remember everybody who was so kind to me. But again, if I don't, I really apologize. Here he is, the great Keith Tomlinson at Scale Models, COZMIC Scale Models. If you don't know who Keith is and you've never gone to his website, please check it out, COZMIC Scale Models online, and you're going to be amazed. He's got some wonderful stuff, and the quality of it is extraordinary. Now, in this shot, you can get a taste of the size of one of the rooms, and I say one of the rooms because there were 3 or 4 of these, and the scale of it is absolutely ridiculous. And then, of course, here's some of the models his models that are on display, and he was just so generous with his time, and I have picked up a few things, and we'll talk about those. Now, I didn't pick up the Colonial Shuttle because I have it, and we're going to be building that on the channel next year for sure. A couple of close-ups of this because I needed some reference material. Now, here is myself, Liam, Wayne, and Lou. And we are at the stand of a gentleman who I'm going to play some video for you in just a second here. And it's really interesting, and you'll see in the video there is, it's just a brief clip, it's about a minute, but it is a detailed kind of discussion about this revolutionary new lighting system that he is offering. Now, it's not like anything here has been reinvented, but what he's done is put it together in a really smart package, and all the lights are addressable and programmable, and it makes for a really high quality design for your lighting kit, and the flexibility is extraordinary. But I don't do it very good justice because, as you know, I still have my training wheels on when it comes to electrics. But take a look at this short video of an explanation of the system as discussed between the gentleman selling the systems and Wayne and Lou, and I just rolled the camera and eavesdropped on this conversation. Take a look.
So what I do is, so for this nacelle, for example, there's data in, there's power going in, and there's data coming out. Right. So I build that nacelle like that. And do the same with this. It's single wire.
No, what you do though is you'd have cut wires. Say you went to 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this bit later and have your wire, then join them. Then these become 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? Yeah. So
okay.
Exactly, yeah.
But if I go in and add a bulb, then all of a sudden my programming for all these other numbers.
You just have to follow the link.
You do the programming at the end.
Yeah. Because
you do the test at the
I decide
beginning.
I want to put a bulb in there, and all of a sudden I want to put a bulb between 16 and 17.
But that doesn't matter.
That throws all the numbering out and programming up.
But that doesn't, if you want to add something later, then add it at the end. It doesn't matter that you want it to do the same thing as some bulbs down here, because you just create your LED group that says LEDs 1, 2, 3, and 57 are my deflectors. Do you have much in the way of...
It's interesting, isn't it? I don't know. The jury's out for me. It's only because you got to essentially just create this loop, and then you can program the loop, and the transmitter will do all the rest. You can unplug the transmitter and put it on another model if you choose. And if you sort of price it out, the truth is it's not any more expensive really once you have the base system than buying a complete lighting kit. And you could argue that it is far more flexible because you can not only address each individual light, but you can also change the color spectrum. You can change the brightness and do all kinds of things with it. And the fiber optic hookups are really clever. really clever. So you get bright pinpoint light. So it was interesting. Anyway, I'm glad Lean took us over to meet this gentleman and get a chance to look at his wares. There were hundreds and hundreds of vendors there selling every tool, every piece, every paint you could imagine, everything for dioramas and everything in between. There were all kinds of kit vendors, and you've seen those Telford videos, so you know. And if you go to Telford every year, you're rolling your eyes right now and going, Phil, we know. But I didn't know, and some of my subscribers who are US based, obviously, they wouldn't have known either. So that was that. Anyway, back to my little photo journal here on the ride. We managed to go to the Sci-fi Museum. Wayne took us there after Telford. We managed to get in and meet the gentleman who owns it and curates it, and he's a fascinating individual. But anyway, we started playing with looking around and taking photos. Some legal, some we weren't supposed to. Here's Wayne in front of the TARDIS console that we first saw, I believe, in the Peter Davidson years. A lot of people like this console. Some don't like this console, but everybody has their own choices. Of course, here's the great Wayne in front of the police box as well. That was fun. And yes, there he is again. And just having the time of his life. Now, this, of course, was taken on the train. He wasn't too happy about this. I don't know whether he's going to yell at me for putting this in, but he sat on the chair in the underground, his first tube trip, and Lou sat down next to this seat that had this sign on it. And I just cracked up. So I thought that has to be memorialized. And of course, him looking up to try and figure out which station platform we're in put him in a very interesting position to make that particular photo work for me. Anyway, we went on to Comiccon, the London Comiccon. It's not exactly what we would think of as Comic-Con here, but it is in a massive hall, the Olympia Hall, and lots of vendors, lots and lots of stuff going on, lots of cosplay uniforms, and really interesting to get a sense of it. And the day before, there were a lot more celebrities than there were on the day we were there. We came on the Sunday. We should have gone on the Saturday and gone to Telford on the Sunday, but that's not how we did it. We did it the other way around. But I think there may have been a reason for that. I think it may have had to have done with whether or not the Sci-Fi Museum was open on Sundays, because I don't know. But anyway, doesn't matter. We got to where we were going. However, it was exciting for me personally because Sylvester McCoy was there, and I have not seen Sylvester in 20 plus years. So I think we did one con together 20 years ago. I can't remember, but what a treat to see him and catch up and just have a few minutes to chat with him before he had to be whisked off to take photos with fans and get and sign autographs. But I do have a couple of shots of that. Here's one of us all together. That was fun. Great fun to see Sylvester, and of course this is me chatting to Sylvester. Wayne took this, and Lou decided to photobomb the moment. But it's all good. Great fun. Of course, we went to the Doctor Who store, and if you're going to the Doctor Who store, you need a photo with a Dalek, and that's what we have here. And then, of course, we went to Canary Wharf, the location, the filming location for a lot of things from Star Wars related and from Doctor Who. So it was great for Lou to see Canary Wharf. An interesting thing about Canary Wharf is that it grew up in the the planning stages of it. It's about 20 years old now in total, but if you can imagine the wharf before then, it was all bombed. I mean, this was a part of London that you didn't go to. It was derelict, and they've really invented a whole new sort of urban space for young people. There's a lot of young people there. Lots of stores, lots of shopping, lots of food. They've done a really fascinating job with it, and they brought the trains through it, so there's public transportation. You know, they do it right. And so it was interesting to see Canary Wharf. I've gone through it on the train many, many times in my life, but I've never stopped and wandered around. So it was a great opportunity for us to wander around. Got a couple more photos here of Lou trying to figure out if he could tell where he was for a filming location, and that was fun. And then, of course, we went to Abbey Road. And we went to Abbey Road so that Lou could check off one of the things on his bucket list, which was to do that. So I risked life and limb. I climbed, I walked into the street on oncoming traffic, and I managed to get him in full stride halfway across the road. So we got the shot. And of course, while we were at Abbey Road, look who showed up. I think just to sort of have a look around, I thought it was, to do work, but Lou's convinced that he's just a fanboy who wanted to go to Abbey Road. I suspect Lou is right. But there he is, and I've zoomed in here so you could see the great Tom Hanks at Abbey Road. We went to Hamley's, one of the oldest toy stores, or the oldest toy store in London, and I snapped this shot of Lou in front of a Transformer, and that's a pub we went to. Here we are in Trafalgar Square in the rain. Now, unfortunately, this is ground zero for Lou's cold, I suspect, so a big apology for getting him sick. But, what can you do? Here he is, looking very dapper on Trafalgar Square. So that was great fun. And look, a smile on his face. Come on. He was getting sick but happy. We went to the portrait gallery, saw some Van Gogh. He wanted his photo in front of Van Gogh. There's, of course, the Big Ben clock that has recently been completely restored, and all the scaffolding has been removed after years and years of cleaning. Looks absolutely stunning. And there he is on our walk. With the Houses of Parliament and, of course, Big Ben in the background. There's the eye on the Thames River. We managed to take a look at that and walk along. I took a selfie of myself. And this is our hotel restaurant where we were staying. So, lots of fun. We went to some really interesting places. If you're ever in London, the Sky Garden is an incredible place. There's a restaurant up there, but you don't have to go to the restaurant. You just need to get tickets online. They're free. And they take you up like 36 stories, but you have this incredible view, this absolutely incredible view of London. And so we did that. There's a couple of views. There's the Tower of London. Here from there, and of course here's a shot of him taking a shot of the Shard. There's that one, and of course a couple more photos of the Tower of London. We had an absolute blast. It was fun. It all went too fast, sadly. I'm looking to see if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. We had lunch. We did have lunch at the Sky Garden, and this is a photo of us having lunch at the Sky Garden. So beautiful views, absolutely beautiful views. So that was fun, and I think that was it. Now, of course, I couldn't resist when we were in Telford. At Keys picking up some things. So I wanted to just share with you some of the things that I picked up. I picked up Emperor Palpatine. And the one thing about COZMIC Models and what Keith does is his packages packaging is absolutely extraordinary. Everything is meticulously wrapped and packed, so when you pick up his kits, you can rest assured that when it arrives, it is not going to be damaged, and if it is, I'm sure he'll take care of it. But the point is, his packaging is absolutely extraordinary. And I just wanted to open this quickly. I can't go through everything, but I wanted to just show you some things. Some of the details on here. Here's the chair and its pedestal. And let me just put that together for you so you can see how that goes together. So that's kind of fun. Looking really good. Wonderful details. And then of course there's a top to that, and that goes on like that, and that's his chair. And then Palpatine sits in the chair. And he's a wonderful sculpt, and the thing about it is the detail on these resin casts, and they're all resin casts, is extraordinary. So I wanted to show you. Let me pull out the head here, and we'll take a look at that. And I am very impressed with the sculpt. Very, very impressed. It is absolutely extraordinary. So you get his arms, or his feet, and you get a couple of other things for his belt. But let me show you this. Look at this sculpt. It's pretty good, right? That is extraordinary. And it is all hollow inside, so the detail on this is absolutely extraordinary. And it feels super delicate, but I'm just super impressed with his details. Now I've taken all of the packing out of it because I'm going to be building these, but I wanted you to see just the quality of this. So that's a lot of fun. Again, everything is packed beautifully. He does a fantastic job with that. Now I also picked up a couple of guards to guard him, as you do. And they're here. I'm not going to open them, but I'll show you the box. The sculpts are really nice. Really nice. So I've got two sculpts, two of those, everything in 1/12 scale. So that is absolutely great fun. And then, of course, I have something else, which is I have a base. Now, I don't believe these bases are available at the moment. I know he had this for the display, but I don't think they're available as of yet. They may be in the future, but they're not available now. So here is the base, and I just wanted to sort of show that to you because it goes together quite nicely. I'll put it on here, and you can see, and it has a side as well. But it is really. Let me show you here how beautiful this is. Now imagine Emperor Palpatine's chair is going to sit here, and we'll light this, and you've got a stunning display. It is amazing to me what you can do with a laser these days. You can, the way you can get things laser cut is just extraordinary. So I'm just so over the moon, and Keith has been so kind and generous to me. But I also stimulated the economy, by the way. I don't want you to think I got all of this for free. Nay, he says. I paid good English pounds to stimulate this economy, and I'm absolutely honored and thrilled to be able to support COZMIC Scale Models because it is absolutely worth it. Okay, let me quickly move on here because there's a lot to see. I picked up I picked up one of these. Look. Here's a Sky Fighter from Visitors. Now I know that Wayne's going to has built this on his channel, and Lou's going to be building it, and I'll build mine. It's a great kit. Again, I've taken out all the packing. but it really is beautiful. There are some aftermarket vinyl stencils if you don't want the decals, but he has the decals and he offers the decals. So everything keys together nicely. This is so that you can put the door in. Let me get it around the right way. It would help if I got it around the right way, because everything keys nicely. Hang on. Don't panic. It's operator error. It always is operator error. So poor Keith is holding his head right now and going, "What are you doing?" But we get there. We do get there. We don't get there very quickly because, you know, no one over here is mixing rocket fuel in their tub at night. That I assure you. But this goes together, and then your door sits in. Hang on. Let me sit this down so I'm not fighting with it. Here's the way that goes. Hang on. Hang on. Don't panic. If I got the instructions out, I would be a lot better off, but I haven't. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is how you extend it. There we go. Listen, what can I tell you? Deaf, dumb, and stupid. What a way to go through life, right? But anyway, here it is, and it's a really fun kit. Excuse me while I sneeze. Great scale too. Lots to do, and now you can also, interestingly enough, you can have your door open or closed, and there is some perforations here, so I'm thinking you can actually remove these windows if you wanted to and challenge yourself to put a cockpit in there. I think you could. Comes with decals. It came with a figure, and it comes with your choice of either having the landing gear up or down, depending on whether you're going to display it parked or not parked. There is a base available for this kit. This is the visitor's kit. There is a base available for it, and I'll show you that quickly here. Here it is. Here's the base, and you can even pick up one of his light boxes, and you can pre-wire this, and you can go to town on these. A lot of his kits, all of his kits, are all plug and play like that. Very clever. And of course, he has all kinds of figures and that are available. You've seen these. I know Wayne has shown you these. Lou has shown you these. But I'm showing you because just in case you want to see, here's just a smattering of what's available. Just a little smattering, but boy, does it make a huge difference. And you know, there's even the classic laser table that appears in every sci-fi show that we talk about. There's cargo crates, all kinds of things to make your dioramas just absolutely explode with excitement. Great fun. And again, the uniqueness of what he does, because otherwise none of this stuff is available. It just is not on the market. So to have a place to go to that offers you some choices and some variations on the kinds of things that we want to build, that's exciting. And I know he's got a ton of things in the works. One of the things I'm super excited about is I picked up from Fifth Element the Mondo Sean. Here it is. This is what it looks like when it's built. Look at that. In 1/8 scale. And just really fun. I have opened it all just to kind of quickly be able to show you what it looks like, and packed in such a way that you don't snap or break anything. But look at this. Absolutely fun. He's absolutely terrific, and he comes with 2 arms and his head. And I'll show you what his head looks like. And the great thing about this is it's packed in such a way that you can really protect yourself. So here is the head sculpt. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely first class. So I could not be more happy and more excited with this kit. And not only do you or did I get the actual kit itself, but I also picked up, he has available for this kit, I picked up a base, because you can get a base. And so I picked myself up a base, and I will show you my base. Let's have a look. I'll put that down for a second. It's the Mondo Sean base. It comes separate. He offers this. Here it is. And this is in, again, this is the 1/8 scale base. And I'll just give you a quick look. It's 3 pieces. But boy, to put your Mondo Sean on this base just really sets it off. Now, of course, you don't have to. You can build your own. No one's making you do any of this. But the point I'm making is that if you were so inclined to do this yourself, you could do it. Or you wanted to do it yourself. You can create some wonderful, very finished bases here, and that would be a lot of fun, a lot of fun. So I could not be happier with this. Couldn't be happier. And if you want the Mondo Sean base, the Mondo Sean base is very, very, very available to you. So couldn't be happier with that. Just couldn't be happier with that. And I suggest you should do the same thing, because that would be great fun. And I really highly recommend it. So anyway, that is the Mondo Sean element base. And then I picked up one other kit which I wanted to share with you, and that is, of course, the Oblivion, which he sells in two versions. I got the largest version. Look at this. I'm not going to go through all the parts. Lou's building this on his channel right now. I'm going to be building it later next year. But the scale of this is just extraordinary. And oh, I've got some pieces inside, so I have to be careful. But I just wanted to look at the scale of this. Look at the scale of it. Just extraordinary. Absolutely extraordinary. So I'm thrilled to have it, and that's the Oblivion. And of course, he has an Oblivion base, which you can pick up as well. And I've got the light box for this as well. Now this comes in white and black. I chose the black. I think Lou chose the black as well, because it is more stunning. But the white, also there's an argument to be made that it's really crystal clear and a lot of fun. So anyway, that is it, with a bunch of other goodies. But holy cow, what fun, right? Just absolutely a blast. So plenty more to choose from on Keith's website. Please check him out. I know he has a store, so he's always happy to open it for you. If you give him some notice, he'll pop by if you're in the UK and open it for you. If you're in the US, you can order anything online. It's a very, very functional website. You can even shop in US dollars. And shipping is super fast nowadays, guys. Super fast. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but I have to say, boy, has it picked up steam post COVID. It's really efficient. I got all of my models in a week. There you go. Great fun. Okay, so this is my Telford London experience that I wanted to share with you. And I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. You can drop me a line. I'm spruverse@gmail.com. You can follow my In the Weeds Instagram posts. I'm posting most days about what's on the bench and what I'm making. And of course, you can once in a while I do TikTok. But I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're just coming through and you think you might be interested in my content, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. It means an awful lot to me. But as always, I wish all of you, please, be safe, be well, build something, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody. Be well.